This difficulty check for Spelunky will be a quick one, because the game itself is pretty short. And I only made it to the 3rd area out of the 4, but I put a good 5 hours into it, so I think that's good enough. Well, to start off, I had to get through the tutorial. And of course, I went through that with no problems. And after completing the tutorial, I ran into my first arrow trap. I got into a fight with a bat, and the adrenaline slowed everything down around me till it was clear what I had to do. A tiny hop. I saw I had a chance to do some gambling, and I thought, I'm gonna win. And I was right. After a trap took me down to 1 heart, I decided to go out by my own hands. While adventuring, I tapped into my old Halo days and got a good double kill. After my double kill, I ran into a spider queen, and I killed her with some bombs. Well, I cheesed her with some bombs, but I was immediately hit with some karma. One thing I can say is, my rock throwing skills were on point during this adventure. I learned 2 pretty important lessons on my adventure. 1, don't anger the gods. And 2, I'm immune to explosions. I did not learn my lesson about karma. I got the teleporter. I knew this thing would get me through the rest of the game. I also knew I was lying to myself and this would end in a terrible death. I finally made it to the jungle, and of course, randomly generated levels screwed me. After making it back to where I was, I laughed in Death's face. And he laughed back. Don't worry, monkey. I've been there too. Now for a lesson in stun locking. Ah, bad random generation. We meet again. I I ran into a monkey that seeked revenge for his friend, even though I had nothing to do with it. Well, it was my bomb. Well, there it is, Spelunky. I'm not quite sure what game I'm doing next, so I just decided to try this one. Well, I already played it before, but I don't think I made it past the jungle, and I didn't really this time either, but it wasn't all that difficult. I think most of it was just the environment. Sometimes I couldn't see traps, and there's just spikes directly under me that I didn't see before, getting bounced around a bunch. But I still think it was a fun game, and I'm very glad I got it for Plus, because I don't know if I would have just bought it straight up. If I had to give it a score, I would say maybe 4 out of 10. If it didn't have the time limit, that was the biggest thing. I always felt like I had to hurry. If I didn't have the time limit, it would have dropped down to like a 2 out of 10. But either way, I had fun. It was a fun challenge.